Hey guys, welcome to Hike Life. What's up everybody? Hey, today is February something or other, 2019, and I am on my way to tap a couple maple trees. So I figured I'd just check in really quickly with you. It is a very, very muddy day. The last few days have been in the negative degree weather, so anywhere around 0 Fahrenheit to negative something. This has melted away because 2 days ago it was 60 degrees and today it's 45 degrees Fahrenheit. So basically I'm going to play in the mud today and tap some maple trees along the way. I kind of probably look like a homeless person. I don't know if you can see all the stuff that's strapped to my bag, but here we go. All right, wish me luck. Woo-woo! So this is my land that I'm on right now, but it's so different to come out in the middle of winter when there are no leaves in the trees. So everything you see is just a completely different visual than how it is in the spring and how it is in the, every season really. Spring, summer, fall, and then to see it now here in the winter is just completely different. Look at this. Right now I've marked some maple trees already. I pre-marked them so that way I could find them again when I came back and there were no leaves in the trees. It's a lot easier to identify something that you've put a ribbon around or marked versus trying to find a maple tree in the middle of winter. So I did mark them. I don't really remember. I think it was actually not even last year that I marked them, but the year before. So hopefully the markings are still there and I can find these trees and tap them and get some maple syrup out of them. So here we go. The trails that we have are so cool. Like here's the green bottle trail. So we actually marked the trail with green bottles. So if you look up, you'll see there's green bottles that go all the way up the trail. And then I just switched from green bottle to now outer limits trail. So these are identified by this white blaze. So now I'm in outer limits and you'll see some weird things. When I come across them, I'll show you some of the cool things that we put on the trail so you know you're on the outer limits trail. Like here's one of them right here actually. Little ladybug. You can see here that the squirrel love to eat on our signs. So that's the outer limits sign. You can see here that it's marked by the white blaze, outer limits. And then here the squirrel just dug their teeth right into it there. All right, so now I'm getting close to where I marked some of these trees. So I should keep my eyes open. So I'm gonna stop filming for just a sec and pay attention to the trail and see if I can find these ribbons that I tied around some maple trees. Okay, I see one of the blazes or one of the ribbons that I tied around one of the trees. Let's see if I can get in here with it. It's down there pretty good. Yeah, there it is. You can see the blue ribbon around the tree there. So I will head that way and start to tap and go from there. Oh, look, big tree down here over top of my trail. I gotta weave through this really quickly. Ooh. So I made it to my tree. So actually now I remember that tree right there has the ribbon, and then if you look down there, also another one, and it goes and follows this creek because I guess apparently maples like to grow next to water. So I'm gonna set up the tripod here while I go over there and tap that tree so you can see. I'll also have a GoPro on my head so you can also hopefully see a little close-up image. So the tools you're gonna need to tap a maple tree are one, a drill with I think it's 1.5 inches, maybe 1.25 inch drill bit, and then you'll need a hammer, and then of course your taps. And your taps, these are stainless steel taps. Like I think I got them on Amazon. They're just little taps. You can use the end of a big pin actually. That's probably way cheaper, but then you just basically drill. I'll show you how to do it. So we have our tree here You can see here I tapped right here last time. So I'm going to tap a little bit over because I don't want to tap in the same exact spot. So I want to angle the drill. If this is the tree here, I want to angle the drill so that I'm actually coming at a downward angle so that the tap goes in and then the gravity will allow it to flow out of the tap. So that's what I'm going to do now. So don't blow all the shavings back into the tree. You want to make sure that those come out. Sometimes you can take a small stick like this size here and go in and pull some of those shavings out. But basically this one, since it was a little bit wet and damp out today, I didn't have to do that. So now I'm ready to take my tap and just gently tap it in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the side that's angled. You can see this, it's angled almost like a funnel. So I'm going to put the side with the funnel in, and this side you can usually put a hose on. I won't be doing that today, but simply take your tap and you put it into the tree. You just tap it in gently. And it should start to flow almost immediately if you tap the good spot. Yep, already you can see some dripping coming out. So what we're going to do is we're going to capture that drip with a simple jug. Today, I'm just going to use a regular gallon water drinking jug, and then put a little paracord around the tree. So that way, you know, I can tie this to the tree and capture it. Pretty sweet. Tapping my own maple syrup right now, just so you know. So when I get this filled up, then I come back and collect it. I'm gonna try to, so I'm staying the night tonight, so I'm probably gonna come back and collect it tomorrow morning right before I leave, come put a lid on it, carry it back up to the house, and then head home to my house, and then we'll boil it down there, and I'll show you the process of how to actually make syrup out of it. Tapping it is one thing, but then getting it to turn into a delicious, tasty maple syrup, completely different thing. Here we go. Take your collected sap, and then you put it into a container and you start to boil it down, and it reduces. You want to keep it on a medium-high heat here, and it'll start to reduce down, and as it reduces it gets sweeter and sweeter and sweeter, and then it'll start to change color and get brown, kind of an amberish color. When that happens, you want to reduce your heat. When it starts to boil down and get a little darker, reduce your heat, and then you'll have a delicious maple syrup. You can see here that I've switched to a smaller pan. And then also it's starting to change color. You can see the amber color starting to formulate a little bit. If it's in a bigger pan and a wider surface area, then it will burn. So you want to make sure that you reduce the pan size when it gets close. I also strained it through some cheesecloth to get all the particles out of it. Thank you for joining me in this session of Hike Life's Tapping Maple Trees. Thanks so much, guys. See you next time. Tune in next week. I'll have more stuff next week. Also, watch my gear review stuff. If you haven't watched it yet, I have some really, really cool gear reviews coming up. Thanks, guys.